What's going on, guys? Welcome back. For those who are new here, my name is Zach, and today I'm going over 5 things I wish I knew when I started lifting. So the first thing I wish I knew when I started lifting is that form is way more important than how much weight you can do. When I first started, I don't know if a lot of you guys can relate, but I felt really weak. I saw a lot of really big guys at the gym lifting a ton of weight, and I would go in there and I'd be like, man, I want to do that much. And so I'd try to lift way more than I really could, and I would do, maybe 1, 2, max 5 reps, and I'd do really bad form. You can actually get injured doing that, and it doesn't do much for you in terms of growing bigger and stronger. So what you actually want to do is focus more on volume training. So that's the 8 to 12 rep range. The second thing I learned is that time under tension is super important, and that's actually where the 8 to 12 reps comes from. So the goal with making you do so many reps is that you want a very high amount of time under tension. The third thing I wish I knew is that gains are made in the kitchen. If you've been lifting for some time, I'm sure you've heard that phrase. If you haven't, now's the first time you're gonna hear it. It's really important. I used to think that having a really good workout and feeling really sore afterwards would mean that I'd get bigger. To some extent this is true, but you need to be eating. So if you want to gain weight, you need to be eating enough to feed your body and build those muscles back that you just tore down from your really good workout. That leads me into my fourth point. You can't burn fat and build muscle at the same time. You really can only do one at a time, and building muscle, you're gonna put on some fat. So if you want to build muscle, you need to eat in a caloric surplus, which means eating more calories than you're burning. You will put on some fat, but that's okay. Then you can cut where you eat very high protein, and I'll make another video on cutting, because that's a whole nother thing. There's lots of information. But essentially you want to eat a lot of protein and then cut down your carbs, and you'll drop fat. The fifth thing I wish I knew is to stretch. I mean, I've had lots of people tell me I should be stretching, and I was kind of like, nah, I don't need to, it takes too long. But I learned the hard way that you need to stretch before and after your workout. Before, it's really important to do some sort of pre-activation, get your muscles warmed up before you start hitting heavy weights. Afterwards, it's really important to stretch to prevent your muscles from tightening up. You've just worked them really hard, now you need to stretch them. I am going to make another video going over all the stretching that I do. I do have a lot of really good ones for your legs that I actually learned from cross country. I've been implementing those, and my hips have gotten a lot more flexible, which was a problem for me. My hips were really tight, which would make it really hard for me to squat low enough. But I've been stretching them out and working on them, and it's gotten a lot better. Alright, so that concludes today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.